Hey guys, and welcome back to my video. So for today's video, we are going to talk about our financial goals, and by ours I mean mine and Jeremiah's. So we've done a lot of research on what is like recommended, I guess you say, on what you do with your money, and we've talked about what's important to us. So we kind of right now have a odd situation, and we have a plan for what we're going to do right now. So I thought I would sit down today, share with you the styles that we've learned through watching Dave Ramsey's show and his 7 baby steps to budgeting. So I'll kind of go over what that is if you're not familiar with that in this video, and then I'll tell you what our plan is, because we're not really in a point to where we can follow all of his guidelines. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so basically I have made myself some notes about what the Dave Ramsey 7 baby steps are, and then what our plan for now is. So basically, if you're not familiar with Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps, he recommends that you start by getting an emergency fund started, and he recommends starting with $1,000. So you save up $1,000 for your emergency fund before you start paying off any debt. Once you get the $1,000, you pay off all your debt through snowballing, which is basically paying the smallest debt first. So if you have and this is, he says, do not pay off your home at this point. Don't count that as like one of your debts you're going to pay off. So basically what that means is, like, if we had a car payment of, or if we owed, say, $25,000 on a car, we would, like, if we had that and then we owed, I don't know, $20,000 on another car or whatever, a boat, whatever, I don't know. You pay off the smallest one first. So that way they kind of disappear quicker, I guess. It doesn't matter. He says not to pay attention to interest rates. Like, you just do them by the smallest amount, pay that off first, and then the last one you pay will be your biggest amount. So that's what his step 2 is. After you do that, then you go back to saving for your emergency fund. He recommends that you save 3 to 6 months of expenses to put into your emergency fund in the event that, you need it. You're out of a job, whatever. After that, he wants you to invest money for your retirement, then save for a kid's college fund or, whatever you want to do there, then pay off your home, and then build up your wealth and give money. So that's basically the gist of his 7 baby steps. I can link his website down below so you can really check it out and read more about it. But Jeremiah and I sat down and talked about what we were comfortable with doing financially right now and what our plans were for the future. Since how we are getting married in November, we kind of want to start with a good foundation. We want to lay that foundation now so we can continue to grow financially versus not grow, versus plummet. So we are going to start with doing an emergency fund. And we've started that this month. If you watched my goals video, you heard me talk a little bit about that. So we are putting a not set amount each paycheck towards the goal. Our minimum that we want to put is $200 a month towards our emergency fund. This paycheck, we put over $300 towards it. So it just depends on what all we've got going on at that point in time. So we want to put a minimum though. So that will give us a start. Now, we're not necessarily saving until we get to the 1,000, because in the fall or starting in August, I will be out of work. I will go back into school and I'll start my internship this year in teaching. So I will not be working the way I do now and bringing home what I bring home now. I'll either be working very little and bring home very little, or nothing. And then in the spring, it really will for sure be nothing, because I will go into the school for my internship all day, every day, Monday through Friday. So that's kind of where we're at in our situation. So his income will be our only income. He does work full time, and that's fine. We've sat down and made sure that all of our expenses can come out of his paycheck. So we're good there. But we just don't have the ability right now to be putting a lot towards this emergency fund to build it up like within the next month. We can't do that right now. So that's not exactly, we're not going to exactly follow Dave Ramsey's first baby step. We're going to kind of modify it to fit our needs. So then we are also paying towards some of our debt right now. So we owe, and I mentioned this in my goals video as well, I have a goal of paying off one debt each month. So we are finishing up paying on our venue, DJ, other things for the wedding. We have a cruise planned for next summer. We have a week beach vacation with my family for next summer. So we are knocking out all of those small debts right now while we're also simultaneously saving for our emergency fund, because we just don't have the means right now to wait. Like our cruise and our week vacation with my family, that house has to be paid off by a certain date, and we just don't, we can't wait to start paying on that. It has to happen right now. So we kind of modified those two to work for us. Now, when I start working, that will change. When we both have an income coming in, we do plan on setting an amount probably higher than $1,000 to reach, depending on what's in our emergency fund at that point. And we will save until we hit that goal and then start knocking off of our debts. Now, Dave Ramsey recommends that you don't pay off your mortgage right away on step number 2, but we will. We got our house for an absolute steal. We bought it from someone we knew, so they sold it to us extremely cheaply, and we are making all the renovations ourselves, so we're not spending a ton on like having to pay a company to do it for us. So we are saving a lot, and by a lot I'm talking like tens of thousands of dollars a year. We are saving a lot of money doing it the way we are. So we have a really small, we're gonna have a really small amount to mortgage, if that's how you even say that. So our goal right now is to pay it off. Hopefully, Jeremiah wants to pay it off in 5 years. Now, that's a daunting task to me because I don't know, what I will be making being in school right now and not knowing what will happen if I'll get a job right out of school or what. I don't know. There's just so many uncertainties. So right now that seems like a lot to me, but his goal is to have it paid off in 5 years from the day that I start working. So from next year, not counting right now. So that will be our first goal. Obviously, once we get moved in, we will start paying towards the mortgage, but once I start working, we will be making bigger payments. Now, I've heard mixed reviews about that. Some people say, if you want to pay it off, some people say if you want to pay it off, go ahead and pay it off, do you, whatever. Some people say it hurts your credit to pay it off that quickly, and I do believe it does. Obviously, I don't know. We've never paid off a house, so I don't know. But I've heard some, mixed reviews. But for us, with it being such a small amount and what we want to do in life, we want only to live there for a few years and then build our forever home or, purchase another property. That just is what makes sense for us. So that's our plan right now. After that, I really don't know. I don't think we're going to follow the Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps because I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. I guess it will just depend on what life there is to us at that point in time. I don't necessarily like the 7 baby steps because his whole thing is getting rid of debt and not accruing more debt. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll do at that point, but we do have things that we want in life after we get settled in our house. Jeremiah wants to buy a nice boat to fish on. Fishing is like his favorite hobby, pastime, whatever you want to say. He says he can make a career out of it. Not really sure, but we have things we want to purchase, bigger toys as we call them. So following the Dave Ramsey steps won't really allow us to do that. So I know already that we're not going to be following his steps through and through for the rest of our lives, but there are some things that we will do, like the emergency fund, getting it set up for 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, snowballing all of our debt, those types of things, saving for a kid's college fund or saving for a fund for whatever our child wants to do one day, or children. But just right now, I don't know. There's so many unknowns. I don't know. So our plan right now is to finish paying off debts that we have, smaller debts at the moment, and then building our emergency fund and just kind of see what life throws at us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to share it with you guys because I am planning on doing more intensive budgeting videos for you guys, just because I think it would be really interesting to watch later on down the road where we started. And I think it will also be interesting for people like me. I keep trying to find other budgeting YouTubers other than, I watch Sarah Marie's videos religiously, so I don't even need you to recommend her because I already have her, like, everything. Love her videos. But I've been watching and looking for like how to start budgeting videos, and there's a lot out there, but there's not a lot that just I feel like there's not a lot that fits what we need. And I understand that everybody's situation is differently, but if I can make videos of what we're doing right now and help somebody down the road figure out what they need to do financially or what they want to do, then that's what I'm gonna do. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. I have some exciting videos planned for you guys. I ended up ordering a separate planner to do my budgeting videos in, so I will not be doing them in my Erin Condren Life Planner after doing this month of July. We are on July 4th and I already am out of space. Like, I need more space in the planner. I need more notes pages. So I'm gonna reset that up for August in the new planner. So I'm not gonna share what I got, so you guys will see it soon, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell and subscribe so that you can be notified when I post all those fun videos to come. Let me know in the comments if you liked this video, the sit down type. I know I mentioned in Tuesday's video to do the same. I'm just trying to get some feedback on what to do moving forward. I have some really big goals where YouTube is concerned in August that I'm already working on preparing myself for now. I'm not going to share it yet because I want to make sure that I can handle what my goal is before I set it as a goal. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about sit down videos, just so I have an idea of what kind of videos y'all like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.